Candy Cane Lane started a few years ago as a friendly rivalry between neighbors to create the best Christmas lights display in the Gramiac Road area of Rutland. This year, Damien Major decided to step it up a bit and get the whole street involved.
Not everybody was on board at first. We had some people that were kind of iffy, and after telling them we'll put up the lights for you and we have lights donated, they're like, okay, whatever, throw them on. So there's one neighbor specific that's 2 doors down from me, and he's like, oh, you know what, I don't really care for this, but whatever, put them up. So we put them up. Next day he gives me a call. Hey, so I went out, or actually it was his wife, went out and bought 10 strings of lights. Can you come and put them up for me? I was like, yeah, for sure. So 2 days later, he gives me a call. So I went out and got some more lights. Do you mind coming and put them up for me? So I mean, like, honestly, he called me about 3 times to put up lights, and it's just wonderful. He was so thankful for kind of getting him into this Christmas spirit.
John Gates was at first hesitant, but eventually jumped on board wholeheartedly.
My son got me going, and then it's progressive. You know, you get some lights out, so then, oh well, it's Candy Cane Lane. Let's do the sidewalk, and you know, then more and more lights. In fact, I went back to a supplier here in town to get some more, and the ones I wanted, they'd sold out. So maybe we'll get them for next year.
A huge benefit to the project has been the effect of building a community for these residents.
Before, I didn't even know the guy who lived across the street to the right. He's my neighbor, he's across the street, but I had no idea what his name was. Now I know probably 10 new neighbors just because of this. So it's great, it brings your whole neighborhood together. Some people here haven't had lights on their house for years and years, so sometimes it's, you know, they just can't get up there. Other times it's just, you know, it's a burden. You have to put them up, put them down, but it's all worth it in the end to see how thankful people are for doing that for them.
Candy Cane Lane has also been a fundraiser for the food bank. Visitors are encouraged to drop off a non-perishable food item in an apple bin.
An apple crate is decently sized, and I would honestly put it maybe 3 full apple crates. I mean, that's pretty good, I think, especially for our first year.
Plans are already forming to make next year's light show bigger and better.
One thing that Kelowna is missing is a whole road to see, right? You take a whole cruise down a road, and every house is done a little differently, and, you know, has its own little flair. So that's what you'll see at Candy Cane Lane.
You still have time to check out Candy Cane Lane. It's on Gramiac Road between Zipprick and Gertzmar in Rutland.